Hello gang, hello friends, hello gang friends, Gangolians. Welcome back, thanks for being here today. I'm sorry this is later than usual, this video. It might be later by hours or by days, I'm not sure yet. I'll explain why in a minute though. We have been sent, you haven't, I have, it was just me, sorry. The latest collection from Madame Glam. Oh, that's giving me the giggles. Not that funny, Joseph. Which is the Green Gaia bundle. So we're going to have a look at them like this, and then we'll do a quick swatcheroo, and then we will do something with them. These colours are lovely. They're like the perfect pastel-y, creamy rainbow. All of their colours are so opaque and creamy though, aren't they? I just love them all. Especially the green in this one, which does look sort of deeper and brighter, I think, on camera than it is. But not saying that lighter and not as steep is... Oh no, that actually does look pretty true to colour there. What am I talking about? It maybe is a bit softer. I think it's a bit softer than it looks on camera. It's really, really nice. Like I might even put it on me. Green. I find it very calming. You know, makes me think of houseplants, which I find very calming. I've got an aloe vera plant though, had for years. It's called Becky. That needs a new pot. It's outgrown it. This has nothing to do with nails, but there you go. Oh, this one is called the Ocean Pearl No Wipe Top Coat, and it's so nice that I forgot to use it in the set we do today because I'm a wally. You'll see where I noticed at some point that I had not used it, but it is really nice. So while we're swatching, I'll tell you why this video might be late by hours or a day, because I was going to do the voiceover for this last night, which would have been Saturday night. I was going to do it on Friday, but and then it got really late and I didn't. So I thought I'll do it in the daytime today, which is Sunday, and then I'll make sure it's uploaded, sorted, ready for Sunday night release. And then outside my house pulled up a kind of Coast Guard search and rescue car. So, I mean, I was having just mild anxiety anyway, which seems to be just the norm at the moment for me. So it peaked a little bit, and I was like, oh, and this sounds awful. I was like, please let someone just be missing at sea and it not be what I think it might be. Not that I want anyone to be missing at sea, let's just clarify. But then another one turned up, and then a police turned up, and because my house is like the path to the beach is outside my house, they all kind of rock up there as the, you know, entrance to the beach. And it turned out that it was my worst fear. A bomb had washed up on the beach. Not a new one, but it happens from time to time. Some old World War II bomb will wash up, and if it's, oh, look at these iridescent bits are gorgeous. We'll get back to the beach bomb story. These little bits, this was quite thick. I don't know whether it's just because it was cold that it was thick, but it leveled out nicely once you sort of move it around and warm it up a bit. And it will look really nice over any of the colours in this collection, or over any colour really. So this is a collection. The green is definitely softer, and the pink, the far left, is more pink than coral. But they're all gorgeous, and you can get a whopping 30% off using the link in the description and the code MISSJO30. Yeah, it's so pretty. Look how cute that is. Little shiny bits. It looks like milk bath, you know, but without the milk. Bath nails. But before we move on, I would like to take a moment to talk about today's video sponsor, which I'm very excited about. I'm really excited to show you this piece. It's so cute. And it will need a name as well, so I'll need help with that. With all their pieces, you get a little gift bag and a little booklet with some of their lovely pieces. Stuff, I was going to say. Pieces in. You get a discount code and a bit of paper that says stop. And one of these days I will stop and read it, but today was not that day. This is my little new piece. This is called the Jeulia Colourful Turtle Personalised, I'll show you in a sec, sterling silver necklace. I am in love with this. I got it on a really long chain. You can choose the chain length. And it has got a decent weight to it as well. I showed my mum and she was like, oh, it's weighty. Yes, mummy, it is. And it's got little, oh yeah, look. It's got a J on the back for Joe, because my name's Joe and I do nail stuff. So you can get it personalised with any letter on the back. One of his little arms, fins, flippers. That is the loop for the chain, and he's got a little silver or white clear crystal for an eye, and then yellow and green crystals on his shell. I love this so much. I cannot stress how happy I am with this. It's bigger than I thought, which I like, and it's heavier than I thought. And as per always, their stones are just so sparkly. They're made by Jeulia. They're not mined with like machines and explosives like the one on the beach. They're ethically sourced and made crystals, and they're so sparkly. Makes me angry with how sparkly they are. No, it makes me very happy. You can get 15% off at Jeulia with the link and code in the description. I'll put all the details there. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. Let's do some more nail stuff. Oh my word, my little turtle. I love him so much. It's a he. Don't know why. I always presume little animals and things are he's. Probably because all the pets I've always had are boys, maybe. But yeah, I love him so much. I can't stop looking at it. So we're going to start this set with this colour, which was it Laos? Which is a rubber base. RB isn't written on the bottle. I did that because I'm anal. And then we're going to take these colours from the new collection, and we're going to do swoops. A lot of this video is just swoops. I don't know whether I did the best job. Do you remember that set that went that was really popular? It was quite a while ago now, a few years ago, that a girl did this in like some sort of neon pastel colours, did swoops, and it was just gorgeous, and loads of people have done things with it since. So I was kind of going for that sort of vibe. But I was thinking too much about my swoops. Plus I had the serious shakes, not from anything apart from maybe needed to eat. Felt a little bit anxious, but was just feeling a bit weak. So I had the shakes. But I was overthinking the swoops, and I think they get better as I was doing more of them, which is the case with anything. Practice, improves things. So don't overthink your swoops. I was putting a dot down and swooping up. But yeah, some of them are better than the other. Like these blue ones. Oh no, these are the purpley ones. Sort of were a bit too straight. And I was flash curing each colour before moving on to the next one, just because where our dots are, where the swoop starts, they're quite close together, so you don't want them to bleed into each other. So just 10 seconds in the lamp is fine. And then we'll go all the way down with this, doing our little swoops, and then I'm going to put it aside because I didn't really know what I was doing. After that, I was definitely pushing the boundaries between too thick that it crinkles in the lamp and thin enough that it won't. Oh, this one was being a bit mischievous. There we go. So be careful with that as well. So it was a bit raised, but you could do it thinner if you wanted. So on this one, this is all happening very quickly. I'm not going to be able to stop, am I? I'll take breaths off air. So don't worry, I am breathing. And we're just going to do lots of swoops, but these ones, so we've done one long one in the middle, and then we're going to do some at the sides, but every time we use a different colour here, we are going along the top. You see how I'm still keeping the start of it along the top of the nail quite far out. Far out, man. And then coming in and bringing that lower than the swoop ends above it. Then the swoop above it ends. Apart from the last one, which will be orange, we'll bring in a bit. So this is the yellow. You do have to be careful with yellows and crinkling in lamps. They have a bit of a thing with it. And then this orange one, so we brought the start of that in a bit. And then we'll pop that aside as well because we're still not really sure what we're doing. And we're going to do more swoops here, but we're going to do a kind of side French. So we're only going to do one of each colour. On the first one we did two. We're going to do one of each colour, and just as a sort of side swoopy French. I wonder how many times I'm going to say the word swoop in this video. But I will say that the less you think about it, you know, just go with the flow with your swoop. Don't overthink it. The less you think about it, the better it will go. That's what I found anyway. As I got towards another nail that we'll do in a sec, I did two of the next nail. And when I was doing the second one, I sort of just wasn't thinking that much. And it went better than the rest of them. So don't overthink them. Get your blob down and then just pull it out and curve it up. Don't dwell on it. Oh, what are we doing now? We're taking the silver chrome gel paint. This is how I keep my gel paints. And I probably just wanted to show how neat and organized they were. Because it's satisfying. So we're taking the silver gel paint and the ultra liner brush, which is also from Madame Glam, and we're going to draw a line down the center. It's wonky, but I would blame the fact that I was a bit shaky, but I just did a wonky line. That's it. But these with their chromes help line work. They'd be a good thing to practice line work with, because they just seem to improve it somehow. I don't know how, but they do. The edges stay really crisp for some reason. So I'm guessing it's to do with the consistency of the product or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, okay? But now we're going to do more little swoops, going up just one side. I haven't topped the chrome yet. So if you're worried that you're going to mess this bit up and want to wipe the nail, top it first, so that when you wipe, you don't wipe off the chrome, because you don't want to wipe the chrome before topping. But I was just being brave and getting the swoops on. And again, doing two of each colour on this one, just to press down. And then as you sweep, oh yeah, and see, the one on the left was better. Although I, for some reason, added a pink bit at the top. I don't know. Do you know why? Me neither. You want to, do your dot for the start of the swoop, and then apply pressure, and as you're pulling up in a curve, lift the pressure off, and that's going to make the swoop get thinner as it gets towards the tail end of it, and that's what you want. And now we're going to top them, and you want to make sure when you're topping that you're getting in all the grooves, but I didn't want to fill it in. I suppose you could fill it in so that it wasn't as humpy, but then you'd just do your swoops thinner in the first place, like the starting blob thinner. But I'm just getting the brush in between it all, so you'd want to maybe use a detail brush on a person just to get in it, but sort of drag it off. You don't want to fill the gaps between each swoop with top coat. You don't have to do that. You can fill the gaps if you want. And then we're topping this one as well, and the other one that's the same as this but opposite. And then we're going to use some crystals from Crystal Parade. We're using the Through the Looking Glass, some from there, some of the, or one maybe, or two of the Kite Clears, and some of the Zodiac Mine Silvers, which I love. So good, that little collection. You can get money off there as well. Link and code in the description. And we're taking the McCart Rhinestone Glue. You can get money off there as well. Guess where the link and code is? Yeah, you're right. You guessed right. And we're going to plonk on some crystals everywhere. The reason I've done this after topping is because I knew I'd have to kind of get in between all my swoops with the top coat and brush at certain angles, and I didn't want to go over any of the crystals. And plus I think this McCart gem glue is so good that they stay fine on top of it. You know, it adheres really well to a shiny top coat. It doesn't seem to cause any issues. So we're going to plonk a bunch of crystals on, and then in between the crystals we'll put some caviar beads, and just kind of making up the patterns as we go. I say patterns, I'm exaggerating a little bit. This is just a straight line of crystals, but it still looks nice. And the caviar bees just make it a bit more fancy pants, you know? So we're going to do some crystals. Shall I tell you about the balm? I kind of freaked out when I found out that it was one of those. I say kind of, had a panic attack. Even though I know they take it out and it goes boom, but it's like waiting for the boom. You know, Hitchcock said himself, it's not the popping of the balloon, it's the waiting for the balloon to pop. That is the suspense. So that was quite scary. Turns out it was just it had already gone off. It was a used one. And it was just the shell or whatever. But now it's outside Glennis's house, the shell of it. Well, on the beach side. She's just, I think she's away. She'll come back and be like, oh, there's a bomb in my back garden. Fantastic. Fear not, Glennis. It's not alive. So that freaked me out, and I was feeling really anxious. So I didn't do the voiceover. So now we're running late. And that is me getting annoyed that I hadn't used that. What an idiot. I finished everything and was like, you fucking moron. You haven't used the glittery one. But we have put bling on there, so it's still sparkly. I love those crystals so much. Crystal Parade. They're crystals. Never been disappointed. They're all super sparkly. They're like the Jeulia of the nail world, you know? Super sparkly and lovely. I hope you like this set. I hope you're all okay. Are you all okay? I really hope so. I think of you lot all the time because I read your comments all the time and I'm like, oh, I remember you. Oh, and there was one of you I needed to tell something. Fiona. I think Madame Glamour in South Africa now. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I'm really running late now, but I appreciate you being here and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.